Hey, welcome to the Empowered and Free podcast. My name is Erin Kimbrell, and I'm a counselor, certified life coach, breathwork coach, and small town mom of two. I know firsthand what it feels like to live with high functioning anxiety. For most of my life, I had so much mental mess, anxiety, people pleasing, perfectionism, overthinking, constant worrying, and never feeling good enough. On my decade-long journey to feeling better, I've learned how to take back my life from high-functioning anxiety and helped others to do the same through my coaching and breathwork programs. Now I want to share everything I know with you. This podcast will help you feel empowered over your high-functioning anxiety and free to finally live the life of your dreams. Now, grab a cup of coffee, get comfy, and dive into the episode. I'm Erin Kimbrell, and this is the Empowered and Free podcast. Hey friend, today I'm doing something a little bit different. This was at the request of my clients that they truly believe that you guys have to hear what this transformation can be like in your life. And I know I'm here just like blabbing on about how amazing it is to be on the other side of your anxiety and to feel completely different. But it's time for you to hear from someone other than me. Today, I want you to hear Courtney's story and how her life was changed by working with me in my breathwork program first, and then in my anxiety group coaching program. This program was called Heal Your Anxiety, and right now it is closed for enrollment, but I have something very exciting coming on March 1st. So if you're listening to this in real time, next week at this time, you will hear that exciting announcement. If you're listening in the future, then check out my podcast, episode 12, where I share all about this exciting announcement. And if you just cannot wait until next week and you're looking to get help right now in this very moment, then head to my website at erinkimbrell.com/coaching and you can learn how we could work together one-on-one. Okay? I would love to support you. I would love to be there for you. And you don't have to go it alone, friend. I have been in your shoes. I walk the walk, and I'm here to give you the shortcuts so that you can feel better faster. I hope that Courtney's story is impactful for you. I hope you can really hear in her the change that she has created in her life. And I just honestly feel grateful to be a witness to that. So without further ado, check out her story, and I hope you have a great day.
Hey y'all, my name is Courtney, and I'm coming on here to tell you a little bit about my story and my journey with Erin. It started in October of 2020. I had seen her posting on Instagram and her stories and sharing her journey about anxiety and how she'd been doing this work to heal herself, and that she had managed to get rid of her anxiety without the use of medication, and the use of breath work and all of that stuff kind of caught my attention. A little bit of backstory on me. Prior to working with Erin, it had been several years that I had been struggling with severe anxiety and depression, to the point where it caused me not to be able to work. It was a lot of dark times. Not going to go into detail, but it was times in my life when I didn't know if I could keep going. So right around the time that I started, really considering working with Erin, I was in a deep depression, and my anxiety was at an all-time high. So it was crippling. I couldn't function. So finally one day, after listening to Erin, I reached out and I signed up for breathwork. No idea what breathwork was, had no idea if this was going to work, because prior to that, I had done all kinds of conventional therapy. You name it, I did it. I'd been on tons of different kinds of medications. I'd seen several different professionals in conventional, therapy. I did acupuncture. I did yoga. I did, you name it. You name it, I did it. So I was like, at this point, what do I have to lose? And Erin was so genuine and open and honest with sharing her journey. And I knew that she had been in the same type of situation I was, that anxiety was affecting her everyday life, and that somehow she had gotten to the point where it no longer controlled her life. So I was like, okay, let me give it a shot. I was terrified, but Erin made you feel so at ease, and there was never any pressure, and it was just her coming to the table, genuinely wanting to help you. And there's just no words to describe what that support feels like. So I started with breathwork and slowly went into kind of reaching out to her more, talking to her one-on-one. And she has this incredible ability to make you feel at ease, but also help you break down in the moment what's going on and give you ideas for tools to help you cope, to get past it, so that the anxiety doesn't just take over and take control. So fast forward a little bit, the beginning of this year, she opened up her first round of Heal Your Anxiety. And I was terrified, but after seeing what it was about, I was like, you know what? It's a 6-month program. And what do I have to lose? Like, what do I have to lose? Well, I'll tell you what I have to lose by not doing this. By not doing this, I'm still stuck in the same place. I haven't made any progress. I was so unhappy in my day-to-day life. And I knew there were dreams out there and things that I wanted for my life, but they just never felt attainable. And I felt like this was my life sentence. Anxiety was it. I was always going to be anxious. I was always going to suffer with depression. And I was just going to wake up every day living the blah, blah, blah daily life, you know? Never happy, never fulfilled, never being able to feel joy, never being able to feel peace, always feeling like something's wrong, always worrying, catastrophizing. Is that the right word? Anyway, always thinking the worst possible thing is going to happen, and keeping myself in a box because I was afraid to step out of that box because I didn't know what was going to happen. How am I going to handle it? You know, I'd had a breakdown several years before, like a legitimate breakdown, and I was terrified that that was going to happen again. I definitely had trauma from that experience because I'm like, I don't know that I can go back out and recapture my life, because what if it happens again? I don't know that I'll make it through it again. So the program started, and immediately it was just one of those things where I was like, okay, this is going to be hard, but this is going to be good. It is still incorporated breathwork. Breathwork transformed my life. And through breathwork, it's a way to disconnect the mind from the body. And as someone who's anxious, you're always in your head. Always. It's an incredible feeling to be able to drop out of your mind and into the body. And if you haven't tried it, give it a shot. I promise you, if you do it with the guidance of Erin, it'll change your life. The Heal Your Anxiety program has had so many parts and pieces and so much information and so much in-depth work, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It is tough. It is deep. It is emotional. But it's the work that's necessary to actually get to the root of what's going on. And that's what Erin teaches us. So I think one of my favorite parts about this program was that Erin never pushed you to go faster than what you were ready for. She was there to help you with wherever you were in that journey and to help you process what was going on. She was a support. She was open and honest and genuine and shared her stories, which, brings you so much comfort because you don't feel alone. There was also 2 other ladies in our group, and I never thought I could connect with strangers because I have social anxiety. But let me tell you, these girls, women I should say, have been incredible. And the bond that we've built, I never could have imagined it. In the beginning of the Heal Your Anxiety program, she has you write a letter to your future self. And it's reach for the stars, reach for the moon. If you could picture your perfect life, like what the things you want for yourself, write it down. So I did. And I was like, this ain't never gonna happen. Like, whatever. Fast forward to 6 months later, almost every single thing, try not to cry. Almost every single thing in my letter came true. And it's like a full circle moment. You're like, are you serious right now? You look back and you read that letter and you remember the girl you used to be, and I've come so far. And so the biggest transformation for me was being able to let go of so much past stuff and get to the point where I could finally move forward and finally make changes in my life to where I'm happy. Finally be able to be secure in who I am. Focus on me and loving myself and healing me and not relying on other people to give me that. It's transformative. Words really kind of fail to capture it. And I will be forever, eternally grateful to Erin for this work. I never would have been in this position if not for her. She is an angel. And she was made to do this work. So if you are struggling with anxiety, if you feel lost, if you feel like there's no hope, if you just can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, please, please, please reach out to Erin. There's so many different ways that she can help you, so many different levels of things that she can help you with. With her by your side and the amazing tools and resources that she gives you, you will not fail. In fact, that's like one of her mottos. She's not going to let you fail. And she means it. And it's so true. Anyway, I hope I wasn't all over the place. I was just trying to speak from my heart. And Erin, thank you. Thank you for everything.
I hope that Courtney's story and hearing her transformation really just made your day, like it did for me when I listened to it again. It is so cool to hear how different she feels and the changes that she's been able to make in her life. If this is something that you want for yourself, I would love to support you. I would love to talk to you and see if I could be a part of your journey. If so, head to erinkimbrell.com/coaching, book a call with me, and we can chat. If you're not into calls, I get it. Hello, introvert. Send me a message on Instagram, send me an email, find me on Facebook, message me there. I'm all the places, and I'm ready to hear from you. Maybe one-to-one coaching isn't your thing. Maybe you would prefer working with a group, being with other like-minded women who get it. If that's you, I'm not going to spill the beans just yet. But again, come back next Wednesday, March 1st, for a big announcement I'll be making. I would love to have you there. And again, if you're watching this in the future, just skip on over to episode 12. You'll learn all about it. All right. Thanks for listening. Have a good day. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. You don't know how much it means to me. If you'd like more behind the scenes content, inspiration, and daily reminders that encourage and uplift you, follow me on Instagram at @HeyErinKimbrell and send me a DM to say hey. If any of the episodes have been super helpful for you, please consider leaving me a review on Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you like to listen. It helps me so incredibly much, and it allows the podcast to be seen by other people who need it. If you want to learn more from me, head to erinkimbrell.com. That's where you'll find all my free resources, read the podcast show notes, and learn more information about my online coaching and breathwork programs that help you create the life you want. If you want to keep the conversation going from today's episode, join us in our exclusive podcast Facebook community, Empowered and Free Help for High Functioning Anxiety. I'm here for you, and I'm always cheering you on. I'll see you next time. I'm Erin Kimbrell, and this is the Empowered and Free podcast.